So, in my opinion, the hip belt squat is a safer exercise than the barbell squat. Now, the reason for this is the anatomy of the spine. If we look at the spine, the vertebrae get progressively smaller as we work our way up the spine. For example, at the pelvis, they are relatively large and then they get smaller towards the head. So this would suggest that it's not designed for top heavy loading. Similarly, the small muscles that support the spine aren't designed for heavy lifting either. Now, if I was to put a barbell across my shoulders with a weight that is chosen to fatigue the larger muscles of the thighs and the hips, then this spinal structure is also going to be supporting this weight as well. So given the physiological principle that a muscle can lower more weight than it can lift, and given that I like to achieve momentary muscular failure, then I am always going to achieve momentary muscular failure in the squat in that bottom position, which is a very precarious position to be in. If you've got a weight across your shoulders and your thighs and your hips are gassed out, then a large portion of this is going to be supported by the smaller muscles surrounding the spine. So all you'll need to do is go slightly off center, and then you can see there could be a high probability of injury. So the hip belt squat negates this. It bypasses the spine and puts the weight through the pelvis. So this is how I do the hip belt squat. So I put the belt on and clip in. I take the weight. Now I like to use this webbing, which I find is far more comfortable. Sometimes a chain can nip the skin on the inside of your thigh, which can be off-putting. And then clip in and perch on the edge of the crate. Get my feet in position and then slowly engage the muscles of the hips and the thighs. I make the upper turnaround when my wrists are level with my knees, and then slowly descend to the lower turnaround. The lower turnaround is when my thighs are just below parallel. When I reach momentary muscular failure, it's at the bottom turnaround. I complete the turnaround and attempt to do the positive aspect, even though I can't. I persist for about 5 seconds, then sit back onto the crate, unclip, and move on to the next exercise. So there you go. That's how I perform the weighted hip belt squat.